Chapter 1 The First World. Coming back to my true self, my nature as one soul, one God, took more lifetimes than I could recount. So long it had been since my siblings and I had been together that their resounding power so close to mine overwhelmed me. In the aftermath of my awakening, the conjuring of my true power, time, soul, and health floated next to me in the infinite vastness of the universe above Earth. There I stood as I became conscious of who I was, Daniel's mind resisting mine, holding me to a past now gone. Our greatest and most feared enemy, nothing, was about to strike. It was imperative that I hasten my regaining strength and be ready to fight. As if time were both of the essence and yet irrelevant, my brother moved next to me and took my arm. The moment he touched my ethereal skin, every passing moment froze. In that fraction of a second, an eternity flashed before my eyes, an enchanting truth moving from one bearer to the next. "Brother," Time said to me as his visions started to fill my mind, "we are at the edge of our destiny, right between existing and demise. You need to know before it's too late. The enduring existence of those brought to life by our mother spans countless millennia, bearing tales and truths unseen by eyes unfamiliar with the epoch before the Great War. Neither the exhaustive collection of the long-lost Radal Dayu held within the crown, nor the enigmatic ancient mirrors themselves could contain the infinite knowledge tracing the annals of Rooney's history. Yet, as I am the keeper of all that was, all that is and could be, I possess the ability to hold this wealth of wisdom and share it with those wise enough to heed my lessons." "Why are you showing me all this? Why now?" I asked, before my brother could open up to a full confession. "Did you know all of this was going to happen?" "You are love, brother. Don't you know every feeling, every emotion of every living being deep within yourself? And yet," Time added, before I could reply, "have you ever stopped hoping there could be more? Do you ever fear there could be less?" "Show me," I whispered without hesitation. Thus, Time's tale came to me, to us, in a time of turmoil, reaching its peak precisely when the world teetered on the precipice of chaos, when malevolence found opportunity in the god's vulnerability, his mind entangled in the memories of countless ages past. This story emerged to show me the relentless assault launched from both without and within, as the adversary assembled his forces into a unified, relentless onslaught bent on conquest and obliteration. His intent was nothing short of eradicating every vestige, every testament to creation's existence and perceived transgressions. With us gods vigilant over our domains, the threat initially manifested as insidious whispers, insinuating themselves like creeping strands of malevolence. Yet, as the fabric of the universe frayed under his relentless assault, the sinister murmurs swelled into a mixture of despair and sorrow, announcing a new wave of suffering and unrest. It is at this precise juncture that Time's tale converges with mine, with those of the other gods, intertwining with our individual stories and uniting under the collective pain of all who endured the enemy's second coming. It all began with the creation of the first world. After the cosmic explosion, after the birth of the universe and creation coming to life, the long empty night came to an end. In the distant edges of space, hidden from nothing's sight, the first god violated the existing immutable order of things, initiating her inaugural act of creation. Rooney emerged into existence. Throughout her millennial existence, Creation continued her divine work, birthing matter from the void, expanding her creation to the furthest reaches of the universe. At each of the 4 cardinal points, she sculpted worlds teeming with life, interconnecting them as nodes, safeguarding her creations from the malevolent gaze of the king of emptiness. Shortly thereafter, 4 more gods were brought forth, placed as sovereigns over their respective realms, vigilantly guarding the cosmic passages between worlds. In a mysterious dance of fate, Rooney emerged as the inaugural world, yet it was the last to receive the protective mantle of its guardian, Time. It endured the rise of wickedness and the fall of its protector until liberation came at the hands of the carriers of love, Daniel and Noah. Endowed with potent magic, Rooney defiantly resisted the forces of darkness for aeons. Its verdant hills and tranquil seas bore witness to the harmony of many races, each blessed with unique powers, existing in a delicate balance of light and shadow, under the watchful eye of their eternal master, the God of everlasting existence. Crafted by creation's hand, these diverse beings roamed freely, unified in peace. To the humans, renowned as the builders throughout the ages, a vast expanse of land stretched to the southwest, between the sea's embrace and the towering mountains. Their dominion expanded unchecked, marked by grand structures and monumental edifices, testament to their mastery in sculpting stone into awe-inspiring beauty. Yet, for a long while, they did not hoard their gift. With the passing centuries, their unparalleled engineering prowess shaped distant lands, leaving an indelible mark across the ages. In the northern realms, the Leonti roamed untamed amidst verdant hills and parched plains, granted domain from the cloudy mountains to the eastern steppes. Possessing enigmatic powers, their females wielded a formidable magic born from the depths of their powerful minds. As time wove its tapestry, the concept of a superior being evolved into veneration, and veneration into fervent devotion. The 7 hills to the far west bore witness to their reverence, crowned by temples dedicated to the unseen deities who breathed life into their existence. From the Temple of Grace to the Temple of Time, the Leonti's hallowed ground stretched beyond limits, revealed only to those who ascended the heights of the Mog's mountains. To the far northeastern reaches, nestled between the rugged steeps and the vast expanse of the northern sea, the Garagals maintained their secluded existence. Intimately attuned to the essence of nature ingrained in their minds and souls, they possessed the remarkable ability to seamlessly meld with the roots of Rooney at will. Often elusive and mysterious, they could effortlessly transform into any natural form they desired, a skill cherished and revered among their kind. Legend, whispered amongst the annals of time, recounts tales of those consumed by an insatiable longing to merge with their beloved mother Rooney. Their fervent desire led them to transform into trees and rocks, forever trapped in the embrace of their craved dream. In the heart of the known lands, cradled between the formidable firing mountains and the vigilant gaze of the towering Mogs, the Valahans thrived in ceaseless industry, their endeavors driven by a relentless pursuit of raw materials at the feet of their colossal companion. Masters of mining and fearless in excavation, they played a pivotal role in fueling the human's aspirations for greatness. As time's memory serves, it was the Valahans who unearthed the very flare from which all others would spring forth. Concealed within the deepest recesses of Rooney's core, this primal force lay safeguarded by layers of rock and mantle until the day it was brought into the light, until the day its boundless power was revealed to the world. In the vast expanse of the seas encircling the lands, the aqualymphs ruled. Born of the very waters they inhabited, they possessed the extraordinary ability to absorb the life-giving lymph of their environment, sustaining their existence and adapting their form accordingly. Though capable of briefly traversing the land, their reliance on water for oxygen bound them to the depths of the underworld for eternity. Among them, a chosen aqualymph held the revered title of gatekeeper, entrusted with safeguarding the sacred passage, a solitary gateway nestled within a tiny island to the south, positioned squarely in the heart of the sea. The sixth race, the only one who would eventually elude the Crimson Queen's sinister dominion, occupied a minute corner of Rooney's vast areas. Though their stature was akin to that of human children, their numbers were high and their strength formidable. Endowed with wings, they effortlessly bore heavy burdens, their flight as graceful as feathers. Naturally suspicious, but inherently kind-hearted, they kept their distance from other inhabitants for much of their history. Adhering to the natural order, they interacted exclusively with the aqualymphs, the eternal guardians of their world. However, as the chomps were not very fond of the sea, and their only friends were confined to its depths, it was only a matter of time before the two races became estranged.